After death, the soul often does not grieve for itself. It grieves for those who remain. And very often the soul's first desire is not to depart, but to comfort. Why is the fear of death so strong? Michael Newton, in his book Journey of Souls, writes that the fear of death usually does not arise from the fear of pain, but from the idea of non-existence. From the fear that connections will be broken, that love, memories, closeness, will end. In the face of death, all earthly goals lose their importance. Only one question remains. Does the bond with our loved ones truly end forever? What do people who remember death describe? Newton's clients, who recalled their deaths under deep hypnosis, often describe very similar experiences. The body stops functioning, but consciousness remains. The person realizes they are alive, just no longer in the body. They can see their loved ones. A grieving wife, frightened children, mourning friends. And then a very strong desire arises. To tell them that everything is all right. Why can't the soul always make contact? Newton emphasizes an important point. The living, overwhelmed by intense grief, often become unreceptive. Pain, shock, crying, these can close the mind. The soul may be near, but the person does not feel it. Not because the soul has disappeared, but because the pain overshadows everything. In some cases, the soul manages to transmit peace, even briefly. And then it feels relief. It has fulfilled the reason it stayed. Why do some souls remain until the funeral? Contrary to what many believe, souls are not very concerned with what happens to their physical bodies. This is not indifference, it is acceptance of death. However, some souls remain near the place of death until the funeral. This period is symbolic for them. Not because of the funeral itself, but because of the opportunity to embrace their loved ones once more, in thought. This is especially common in cases of sudden, unexpected death, when the soul itself may still feel confused. In truth, souls deeply appreciate the respect shown to their physical body by friends and loved ones. Newton shares a very personal example, the death of his own mother. During the funeral, he and his sister were so overwhelmed with grief that they felt almost frozen. Only later, when calm returned, in a quiet state of peace, both felt a brief but very clear presence of their mother. She was smiling. She was at peace. And that was enough for the pain to recede and for peace to enter their hearts. According to these accounts, death does not sever the bond with loved ones. The connection becomes more subtle, quieter, and most often it is felt in moments of stillness. If you are grieving right now, know this. According to these accounts, your loved one is not suffering. They want you to feel safe and happy. Sometimes, silence and peace are enough.